Hi everyone, let's get started. The giant panda, Ailuropoda melanoleuca, is one of the most iconic and beloved animals in the world. Its unique appearance, gentle nature, and bamboo-based diet have captivated the hearts of people across the globe. The history of the giant panda is intertwined with myths, scientific discoveries, conservation efforts, and the challenges it faces in the modern world. Ancient Chinese mythology. The history of the giant panda can be traced back thousands of years in ancient Chinese mythology. Legends and folklore often depicted pandas as magical creatures associated with harmony and peace. They were believed to possess special powers, able to ward off evil spirits and bring good luck. In these stories, pandas were revered as symbols of strength and resilience. Early scientific discovery. Although pandas had been a part of Chinese culture for centuries, it wasn't until the 19th century that the giant panda came to the attention of the Western world. French missionary Armand David, who was also a naturalist, is credited with being the first Westerner to send descriptions and sketches of the giant panda to the scientific community in 1869. However, it was not until 1873 that the first specimen of the giant panda was officially introduced to science by French zoologist Alphonse Milne-Edwards. Naming and classification. The scientific community initially classified the giant panda as a relative of the raccoon due to its physical characteristics. However, further research and analysis of its skeletal features and DNA showed that the giant panda was more closely related to bears. It was then reclassified as a bear species in the family Ursidae. The name Ailuropoda melanoleuca was given, which means black and white catfoot. Threats to survival. The early 20th century marked a period of significant change for giant pandas. The rapid expansion of human populations and deforestation in China resulted in a loss of their natural habitat. As a result, pandas were pushed into smaller, isolated areas in the mountainous regions of central China. Poaching also became a significant threat, as the demand for panda pelts and body parts increased in the illegal wildlife trade. International attention and conservation. The international community began to take notice of the precarious situation of the giant panda in the 20th century. The first captive breeding attempts were made in China in the 1930s and 1940s, but it wasn't until the 1960s that significant progress was made. In 1963, China gifted a pair of giant pandas to the United States, sparking worldwide interest in these adorable creatures. More pandas were sent to various countries as goodwill ambassadors in the following decades, creating awareness about their endangered status. Conservation efforts in China. China recognized the importance of conserving its national treasure and, in 1963, established Wolong Nature Reserve, the first reserve dedicated to protecting the giant panda and its habitat. Over the years, more reserves and protected areas were established, expanding the effort to save the giant panda from extinction. Additionally, Chinese authorities implemented stricter measures to combat poaching and illegal wildlife trade. Breeding programs and captive conservation. In the 1980s and 1990s, China intensified its efforts to breed giant pandas in captivity. Breeding centers were established, and scientists and veterinarians worked tirelessly to understand the complex reproductive behaviors of pandas. The first successful captive birth of a giant panda occurred in 1963 at the Beijing Zoo, but it wasn't until 1999 that the first captive-born panda cub survived to adulthood. Global collaborations. Recognizing the need for international cooperation in giant panda conservation, China began collaborating with various organizations, zoos, and governments worldwide. These collaborations aim to share knowledge, expertise, and best practices for panda conservation and research. The Giant Panda Cooperative Research and Breeding Agreement, signed between China and the United States in 1994, facilitated research and breeding programs that have contributed significantly to the understanding of panda biology and behavior. Status and future outlook. Thanks to the concerted efforts of China and the international community, the giant panda's status has improved over the years. By 2016, the giant panda was reclassified from endangered to vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN. This change was a testament to the success of conservation programs and the positive impact they had on increasing the wild population of giant pandas. However, despite this progress, the giant panda's future remains uncertain. Habitat loss, climate change, and a limited genetic pool due to a small population size still pose significant challenges. Continued conservation efforts, habitat restoration, and public awareness are crucial to ensure the survival of this magnificent species for generations to come. In conclusion, the history of the giant panda is a tale of cultural significance, scientific discovery, and global conservation collaboration. From being a mythical creature in ancient Chinese folklore to becoming a symbol of conservation efforts worldwide, the giant panda has captured the imagination and hearts of people across the globe. Its survival depends on ongoing efforts to protect its habitat and address the challenges posed by an ever-changing world. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.